Beard Wizard family, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Beard Wizard Man, also known as Trevor on social media. Links of what you're going to find in that video description below, including ways to support this channel, like click on the red subscribe button, getting us to 7,500 as soon as possible. We are doing really well, almost to 6,500. Which is farther faster than I expected to make it. So thank you so much to all of you who've subscribed and shared and commented, liked, and all of that good stuff. It means the world to me. So thank you so much. I wasn't sure what I was going to do tonight, but I saw when I got home that Ren dropped a new one, and this is a new one on one of his, similar to some of his other projects, where he builds a story over the course of multiple songs or different mediums. And I wasn't into Ren when he was doing those in the past, so we're going to catch the first of this series, Vincent's Tale, today. Just released. We're going to review it, talk about it, watch, share the time together, and give you my insight into what I think about the music, etc., and so on. This is live, so no edits, no cuts. It's just you and me and the music. If you are in the live stream, say hi. Love talking to you guys. And if you're watching the recording, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Also, send me your comments. I love you guys. I love you that stop in. But this is a review show. Sometimes I do reactions. That necessarily means there's going to be commentary, and I had a couple people that don't seem to understand how that works. But I do link the video. So if you just want to watch the video without my commentary, follow the link below to Ren's channel and watch his video. Nobody's commentary, just Ren. If you're in a review show or a reaction channel, you're watching a review or reaction, there's going to be commentary. So if you're surprised by that, maybe you're new here. Otherwise, welcome everybody else who is here. Thank you. Here we go. This is Vincent's Tale, Sunflowers, which is the prologue to his new series from Ren. Chastity, welcome. Good to see you. So yeah, we're going to take a look at this. Pause necessary, talking about the music, etc., and so on. Here we go.
Tragic scenes last night in London. A 14-year-old girl was found dead from a fatal stab wound. Her attacker, a 14-year-old boy, is in critical condition after a violent altercation with a police officer. Over to reporters on the ground for more.
Oh, such a beautiful shame. The sunflowers will when the skies do not rain. It's a story I'm sure we all know. It's a moment of madness inside of the woes. We all fall down.
I like that metaphor, the sunflowers wilting when it does. I mean, it's very obvious, sunflowers wilt when it doesn't rain, but with the opening and the subject matter of this song, it really lends itself to the idea that, those sunflowers being people or being children, when the world is so dark and negative and there's so much just awful stuff out there, whether it be on social media or TV or movies or whatever, there's nothing positive feeding them. So when it's not raining, when they're not getting the good stuff that they need, they tend to wilt and we fall down. So I like that metaphor through there. I'm not sure if that's exactly what he meant, but that's how it feels to me.
It's a moment of madness inside of the woes. We all fall down in London town. Shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down, blindingly loud. Never surrender.
I love the sort of old school. First of all, his vocal, Ren's vocals are amazing. He is such a unique voice, and just his range there with that. Miss Ripley, nobody wants to hear you chewing on your tail. My dog's back there just going to town on her tail. Nobody wants to hear that. Anyway, his vocals are just spectacular, and then I love this sort of almost big band feel behind it, because Ren does a lot of rap, he does a lot of rock, and a few covers or at least remixes of older songs, and kind of this big band trumpets and baritones and tubas that he's got in the background is really quite cool. Dragonfire, welcome Wes. Opening sounds of vocals like a mix between Peter Gabriel and Lou Reed. Yeah, very much so. I agree.
Oh, what a terrible scene. Here lie the corpses of corporate machines, planting seeds where the grass never grows. But the grass that stays greener in places unknown as we all fall down in London town. Shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down, blindingly loud. Never surrender.
And he starts to go into a sort of a different style and theme, and it shows his, like, Ren doesn't just make music. There is such an artistic, creative nature to it, beyond what is typical for a song. I love hearing again that sound. That's such an unusual sort of instrumentation in a song today, where it's almost like a mix between a circus calliope kind of sound and this big show, stage show kind of instrumentation. Not orchestral at all, but more like marching band, and you're thinking big circus tops or parades with the music behind it, which is really interesting and unique. Again, in a modern song, I like it a lot, and it fits the nature of, I think, the theme he's going for, of the sort of circus that is, what seems to be life today. In a sense, at least that's what it's playing for me.
Loud, never surrender.
Taking this dark turn now with the music. And this is that artistry that is Ren. So this is sort of the preview, the prequel, if you will, to the rest of this piece that he's putting together. This very much not just a song, not just a music video. There's clearly more to this. That piece right there would not have made as much sense, I think, without the video. It still would have been great vocals, great instrumentation, really interesting, but I think this is going to be another one of those projects of Ren's that without the video, You know, without the rest of the media that he's working on, this may not make as big of an impact. We need the whole thing. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we get. It was a very ominous closing preview into the next one. So really cool. Hopefully we see more. Be sure to go to subscribe to Ren if you're not subscribed there already, and subscribe here. Be sure to get us to 7,500 as soon as possible. That's our next milestone, and we're well on our way. So thank you. And since he's here, Wildman West from Dragonfire Entertainment, his channel is pinned at the top of mine. So go check out his channel if you like movie reviews, beer reviews, things like that. He's got some cool stuff there too. Chastity, Wes, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. I'll see y'all again soon. You have a great one. Much love.